Yo, YouTube, what's up with your boy, Sports and Fitness Rants? I'm back, guys. Click that like button. Subscribe to my channel. What's up, y'all? Welcome back, guys. Welcome back, man. Got another great video for you guys today, as usual, man. You guys know the deal on this channel. It's all about setting the record straight, stopping the lies, stopping the narratives, stopping them from rewriting history, guys. And in this video, I want you to talk a brief video. It's going to be a real quick video about how LeBron James already made Luka Doncic worse. He's already made him worse. He ain't maximizing Luka Doncic. Did Luka Doncic look better in these two games with LeBron James? Do they look like they have a dynamic between them? No, it doesn't look like that to me. And like I said, it's only two games. No one's, judging them prematurely here. But once again, if LeBron James was that guy they always tell him to be, that he makes everyone around him better, he carries bums, right? He maximizes guys. Then we would already see this with Luka Doncic. I don't see that at all. And last night was a perfect example of how LeBron James does not make the players around him better and has already made Luka Doncic worse, relegated to standing around, waiting for LeBron James, waiting for Austin Reeves. They don't know what to do. They don't know what's going on. No one plays defense, so you're not helping control the defensive end. We're going to talk about in this video. And I want to thank you guys, everyone across the world, everyone across the state's been supporting my channel. Once again, guys, I am truly, truly humbled, man. You guys know the deal, man. Thank you very much to all the true basketball fans out there. You guys know how I feel, man. Thank you for all your donations, all the support, guys, the comments, the emails, the messages. Thank you, guys. Like I said, man, truly humbling, man. All the real, true basketball fans, man. And you guys know what to do, man. Turn the volume all the way up. Hit that play button. Remember, these videos are for educational purposes. And let's roll. So, yes, guys, excuse me for a second. So, yes, guys, like I said, want to talk about Luka Doncic, LeBron James, and the dynamic between them that I'm not seeing. Once again, it's only 2 games in, not judging this and saying, oh, it's not going to work. I'm not saying that's not going to work, that they're not going to do anything. We don't know. But it's like, what, 30 games left in the season for the Lakers, maybe 29 games, whatever it is, left in the season. 30, yeah, maybe, I think it's like 31 games where they got left in the season. So they can develop some chemistry, some camaraderie, some cohesion. Except the problem is, guys, historically, I've told you guys, LeBron James teams are always inconsistent. Always. That's why you're 4-6 in the finals. It's not has to do with the competition. It has nothing to do with he didn't have enough help. It's because his teams are inconsistent. His teammates can never be the best versions of themselves, which never gives you the best opportunity to win. That's why I say, what line do I always use, guys? He never lets his help him. He doesn't allow them to help him. That's what the role players are supposed to do. They're supposed to assist the stars. So I tell you guys many times, the all-time great players, really the true greats, who really maximize their teammates, they allow their teammates to play a role so they can help them, right? If your role players, your teammates are the best version of themselves, that's only helping you, the star player. And remember, it's the burden is on the star player to adjust and mold his game, what he does to assist the role players, because they're not great enough to do that. The star players, the great players, they're supposed to be able to mold and adjust and adapt their games to help the lesser players. That's what great players do. They sacrifice so that these guys can have roles which will help them win championships. That's why they're called role players, guys, because they have a role that they're playing. They're not the star, right? They're not the main guy. They are the role player. They're there to assist the star players, but they can only do that at a high level consistently if the star player allows them to do that. And how do star players allow their teammates to fit in and have a role? By sacrificing their role on the offensive end or on the team, right? In the offense. And what have we seen from LeBron James over the years? He's not able or willing to do that. So what did we see from Dwayne Wade in the past? He had to adjust, mold his game. Chris Bosh had to adjust, mold his game, right? Kevin Love, Kyrie Irving, Anthony Davis, and now Luka Doncic is going to see that he's going to have to make the adjustments on his end because LeBron James can't do it. He's not going to make the adjustment. I don't know how many times I saw last night LeBron James standing in the corner, like looking lost out there without the ball in his hands while Luka Doncic is doing his thing. Right? This is the dynamic we're talking about. So LeBron James is not going to try to post somebody up and have Luka Doncic try to feed him in the post. No, LeBron James is going to stand in the corner, right? Just standing there in the corner, resting, not doing a damn thing. The same thing he does on defense, while Luka Doncic is doing his thing. So it's almost like, okay, I'm going to stand over here in the corner while you do your thing, and then the next time down the court, you stand in the corner, and I'm going to do my thing. That's not going to win championships, guys. That's not going to work. once again, when we talk about the dynamics between players, between some of these great players, they feed off each other. They assist each other, right? They help each other in different ways. But when LeBron James and Luka Doncic are on the floor, and then you throw in an Austin Reeves, who's dribbling the basketball? Who's the facilitator? Who's the playmaker out there? Right? Austin Reeves had 11 assists last night. I think LeBron James had 7. I think Luka Doncic had like 5 or 6. But who's the playmaker? Who's going to dribble the ball? Who's going to be that guy? LeBron James, Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves? Who is it? You have 3 of those guys in the starting lineup. This is not going to work. Or for me, I don't think it's going to work. Not saying it's not, definitely not going to work. I just don't see it working. And like I said, last night was evidence of this. When you see Luka Doncic out there, no, once again, Luka Doncic, I believe, is on a minutes restriction. I believe he's only playing like 23, 25 minutes a game. So maybe in a postseason, down the line, Luka Doncic will up the minutes, maybe 35 minutes a night or something like that. But once again, one of the problems with Luka Doncic has been what? His conditioning, right? He's not in the great of physical conditioning. So oftentimes, as the games wane on, the playoffs get a little bit deeper. That's what happened last year in the finals with Luka Doncic. He just ran out of steam, ran out of gas. Just don't have it. He can't play both ways, right? LeBron James don't play both ways. So I don't understand, like I said, how LeBron James is supposed to maximize someone like Luka Doncic when he couldn't even maximize someone like Anthony Davis or Dwayne Wade or Kyrie Irving or Chris Bosh or any of these guys throughout his career. He did not maximize them. Did they win games together? Absolutely. They're good players. Those guys are great players. So you're going to win some games. You have talent. The problem is what? The consistency. Remember, LeBron James promised 7, 8, 9, 10 championships in Miami, but only won 2 out of 4. Once again, that's mediocrity. That's 50%, guys. Mediocrity at its finest right there. Called inconsistency. Look at the debacle in 2011. Right? They were up 2-1. They should have won that series handedly. They were the favorites to win. They had the best player on the court, LeBron James, right? But the problem was, he wasn't the best player on the court. It was Dirk Nowitzki. And that's what happened to LeBron James. He folded up and did not raise his level of play. He did not maximize his teammates because he didn't know how to play without the ball in his hands. He didn't know how to sacrifice or adjust his game. And that's why we always tell you guys, LeBron James doesn't make the guys around him better because he's not sacrificing or adjusting. When the star players are supposed to do that, LeBron James always forces his teammates to do that. So who's going to make the sacrifice? Is it going to be LeBron James? Is it going to be Luka Doncic? And is that sacrifice going to help the Lakers win? Because if LeBron James is going to sacrifice his offensive production, if he's going to do that, he's going to have to step on the defensive end. You can't just sacrifice offensive production or have Luka Doncic take over the offensive load and you just stand around on the corner on defense and offense. You have to contribute on the defensive end. So, once again, this is what we talk about. You take a backseat on offense, maybe only take 15 shots a game, not 18 shots a game, maybe 12 or 13 shots a game, maybe play a couple of less minutes, but you hustle more on the defensive end. You step up your defense, your rebounding intensity, your effort on the glass. You step those aspects up in the game, then that way there's no drop-off. There is no drop-off. LeBron James ain't doing that. Is Luka Doncic going to do it? No, he's not going to sacrifice offense and then focus mostly or mainly on the defensive end. He ain't going to do that. And last night, like I said, was evidence of LeBron James not making Luka Doncic any better, not maximizing him. And it's only their second game. I'm not judging them harshly here. What I'm saying to you is that you can already tell that Luka Doncic is not going to be the best version of himself playing with LeBron James. Because LeBron James is going to rely too much on the other players to do things that they don't do. He needs them to play defense. Who's playing defense? He needs them to rebound. Who's rebounding? So last night they gave 131 points to Utah Jazz. Couldn't stop a nosebleed. You got guys like Austin Reeves out there, Luka Doncic and LeBron James on the court at the same time. That's not going to get it done. Once again, the 13-win Utah Jazz made them look like a mediocre basketball team. And the Utah Jazz are one of the worst teams in the league, guys. So like I said, it's only 2 games in. Luka Doncic is only playing like 25 minutes and not, I believe, right now. But it don't look like he's going to be the best version of himself. And once again, it looks like LeBron James is going to have to figure out or sacrifice. Will he do it? We don't know. We've never seen him do it. Still load managing out there. Still lollygagging on D. Still blaming his teammates when his defense breaks down. Still blaming the teammates there. Still chucking up shots out there. Still playing 35, 36 minutes a night, LeBron James. Still turning the ball over. I think him and Luka Doncic combined for 8 turnovers last night. 8 turnovers. This is what we're talking about, guys. These are the facts, man. You guys know the deal, man. I don't think that LeBron James has ever made anyone around him better. Never. Once again, he forces guys to fit in his system. So, yes, there are nights where his teammates look great. And then there are nights his teammates don't look great. And then we start to hear what? LeBron James needs more help. Remember that, guys. LeBron James has played with talent, man. You could go down the list of the who's who of guys that have played with LeBron James. Teams that have made free agent moves, have signed these guys, have made trades. All these kinds of guys at the ends of their careers, in the middles of their careers, at the beginning of their careers. It didn't matter when it was, whether it was Shaquille O'Neal or Ben Wallace or Antoine Jameson or, Carlos Boozer, or Drew Gauskas or Larry Hughes, right? It didn't matter whoever it was, Mo Williams. It didn't matter who it was, Dwayne Wade or Ray Allen or Chris Bosh or Shane Battier or Mike Miller, Birdman Anderson, Udonis Haslem, Timothy Mozgov, J.R. Smith, Iman Shumpert, Richard Jefferson, Jeff Green, Channing Frye, right? Rodney Hood, right? Derrick Rose, Isaiah Thomas, right? The other Isaiah Thomas. I mean, Anthony Davis. It doesn't matter who he played with. Alex Caruso, right? Danny Green, Dwight Howard, Russell Westbrook, Carmelo Anthony, Rajon Rondo. The list goes on and on. Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love. It goes on and on and on. A who's who of players that LeBron James has played with, guys that assisted, contributed to championship teams, to runs, that helped this man, that tried to play a role, that bent over backwards and molded their games and sacrificed for him. Remember, it's all for LeBron James. It's not for the city, the franchise. It's for him. Everything is done to help LeBron James because he's the one that always needs help. I want you guys to think about something. I mentioned this the other day in the live stream. Back in the day, when teams needed something, right? If the trading deadline was coming up, right? The trade deadline was coming up, and you'd always hear reports. Oh, this team needs that. This team it was always what the team needs. What do you hear for LeBron James teams? Oh, what can this team do for LeBron James? What can the Lakers do for LeBron James? What can the Cavaliers do for LeBron James? Right? What can the Miami Heat do for LeBron James? It's not what the Lakers can do for their franchise. Hey, what moves can the Lakers make so they could be more competitive? No, it's what can they do for LeBron James. So it doesn't matter the city he plays in, the team he's on. It's all about him. When every other team and the other eras that I grew up watching, they were concerned about what they could do to make the team better, to help the team win a championship. What does the team need? But because LeBron James doesn't play in an actual team system, right? He's not a teammate, really. Then it's always about what they could do to help him, because they're playing in his system. So they need to help LeBron James, not the team. It's not what the team needs. It's what LeBron James needs. What do you need, LeBron James? Oh, I need a bunch of guys that can shoot the ball. I need a bunch of all-stars. I need guys who can rebound. I need guys who can play defense. That's what I need. So what LeBron James needs is for guys to do everything that he doesn't do. That's not called teammates. That's not called being a role player. That's called being a crutch. That's called being, once again, those are the scapegoats for LeBron James. That's why when things go bad, they blame them. Oh, it's on them, man. You guys know the deal. These are the facts. LeBron James ain't making Luka Doncic better. He's not going to make Luka Doncic better. He's actually going to get worse playing with LeBron James, man. He's going to develop bad tendencies. He's going to become even lazier. LeBron James is lazy. He out there lazy, but they pump up LeBron James' longevity and his fitness routines. He does lazy fluff workouts, man. The total machine. I mean, using Bosu balls and, doing these weird exercises. I'm telling you guys right now, these guys trying to reinvent the wheel, man. I laugh at these exercises, guys. I laugh. They're laughable. They're not real workouts. LeBron James is not strong. He's not tough. For that guy to be 6'9", 260, he's not strong. And he's definitely not tough, guys. Luka Doncic needs a lot of help, Luka Doncic, as far as his physical conditioning, taking care of his physical body. And like I said, being a true professional. Luka Doncic is not a true professional, man. He's a kid out there still. You don't take it serious, because why would they take the NBA serious? The NBA is a joke to these guys in the Euro leagues. A joke. Back in the 90s, Luka Doncic wouldn't be having this kind of mentality. He wouldn't have this cavalier attitude about the 90s era of NBA, because they'd have been beating his soft butt out there. They'd have been pounding on him. They'd have been abusing him. He wouldn't have been able to do all this stupid dribbling all over the court and lollygagging up and down. Nah, wouldn't have worked like that, man. He wouldn't have been great enough. He wouldn't have been as athletic. He wouldn't have been as tough enough. He wouldn't have been that. These guys carry the ball over the court and travel. They'd have been blowing the whistle on this guy left and right. They would have been posting this guy. They would have been running him through pick and rolls or picks all game long, screens. They'd have been beating him up on the screens, beating him up on offense. Come on, man. These guys are soft and lazy. This era of NBA is an absolute joke. And Luka Doncic knows that. That's why he out there lollygags. He don't take it serious, man. And that's why he didn't win a championship last year, because you wasn't in good enough condition. You didn't take it serious enough. Wake me up when he can play 82 games in a season. Wake me up when LeBron James can play 82 games in a season. Wake me up when LeBron James can play defense, or Luka Doncic can play defense. It's not going to happen. And LeBron James ain't gonna, what's he gonna rub off on Luka Doncic? He's not gonna galvanize him or inspire him in practice, push him in practice like a Michael Jordan or a Kobe or a Larry Bird or a Bill Russell, some of these guys, Jerry West, these great leaders, Tim Duncan. Nah, he ain't got a leadership like that. And Luka Doncic, to me, doesn't look like he has any leadership. So what's he doing for Luka Doncic? Not a damn thing. You guys know the deal, man. I'll catch you guys on the next one.